Florida, they defeat the Leafs 5-2. The Leafs lose 5-2 to Florida, so who will the Leafs get in round one? We'll get to that at the end of the video. So this is a Game 81 reaction. Leafs are ready to battle early. Florida's ready to battle early. There's just big hits all around. Freaking Benoit going for it. Montour going for a few big ones. Tarasenko. Everyone was involved. It was really slashy, chippy, pushy, punchy. All the E's in this game. All of them. We go to the first period, and Toronto scores first. Mitch Marner on the power play from the point. Great screen by, I think it was Austin and JT in there. There must have been a deflection, I think, off a Florida Panther. It goes in, it beats Stolarz. That makes it 1-0. Gregor makes it 2-0 from the point with a great screen by Holmberg and whoever that Florida defenseman was in front of the net. That made it 2-0. It was cool. Especially in the first period, I got notes here. Tkachuk was being Tkachuk all night long, but especially in this first period. And then he gets even worse in the second period. But one thing I loved was Nyes giving a quick little boom. It was like a left-handed straight shot to Tkachuk, and he went a little turtle-like. And then Bertuzzi wanted at him and Rodriguez as well, and he's still kind of like, I want to get involved, but I'm just going to cause a ruckus, and then I'm going to leave. He's like that kind of guy. So that was interesting. Oh, and what else? The refs called Benoit in for a third man in, and he got a penalty earlier on in the period. And then when Bertuzzi and Rodriguez were going at it, Tkachuk was the third man in, and there was nothing there. Keefe was confused, Leafs were confused, the broadcast was confused, Mike Johnson's going off, I'm going off. But nothing. Actually, it was Toronto who ended up on the penalty kill. It was to even it up, but they didn't do that. What else we got here? The third and fourth lines look good. I thought they looked good throughout the game, to be honest. They generate some chances, some good plays. Dewar sometime in the game set up Riley for a breakaway. He didn't score, but hey. And then Wall was good in the first. Second period, 2-1 early on because Florida scores early. And then they make it 2-2, and it's Bennett. Oh, by the way, it was Verhaeghe who scored the 2-1 goal, and it was kind of like a turnover. Was it offside? Wasn't offside? It's not offside. Tkachuk feeds it over to Verhaeghe. He shoots it. Bull blockers it, and then it's chaos in front, and Verhaeghe finds it first. And then Bennett gets a nice drive-by tip to make it 2-2, and then 10 seconds later, it's 3-2 because Reinhart scores. So great. His money's just going up. He'll probably stay in Florida. Then Leafs get a 3-on-1 to pull within one. I think it's Riley, and he goes over to Holmberg, but no, can't score. So that made it, it was still 3-1, or 3-2, sorry. And then Montour scores from the point. Just an absolute clapper. That made it 4-2, whiff by Wall on the glove hand. And then we go to the third period, and it's the Austin Matthews period. Will he score 70? And no, he couldn't post stop him. Stolarz was great. Just a bunch of near misses where it hit off the heel of his stick, or it just missed the net. It was tough. So what does this bring us? Well, it brings us Toronto to play the Boston Bruins. Yep. So Florida gets the top seed. So they're going to play Tampa. So I love that. You get that battle. That's going to be great. And then you get Toronto versus Boston. So last year, Toronto slayed the beast that is the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, if you watch WrestleMania, it's time for the final boss. And the final boss is the Boston Bruins. And yes, the rumblings around is Boston's not ready for the playoffs, not playing too well. They did lose to Ottawa. They beat Toronto in all 4 games this year. 2 games in regulation were the last 2, and then I think 2 games in overtime or shoot. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. But they beat them all 4 times. That's what Mike Johnson kept telling us on the broadcast. And that's who the Leafs have to play. So to make it to the second round again, they got to slay another beast, which is the Boston Bruins. And I have no idea how that series is going to. Oh, wait, yes, I do. It's going to be just like this game. It's going to be hard-hitting. It's going to be chaos. And basically, it's going to be who can grab the momentum in this game. Toronto had it in the first period. Florida took it away from them in the second period, and they had it in the second and third. Momentum swings are going to be huge in Toronto versus Boston. Just like I think it's going to be huge when Florida plays Tampa Bay. I can't wait. It actually worked out really, really well. Even though Toronto lost and it sucks, but it worked out really, really well. It's so cool. Toronto plays Boston. Who's going to be upset about that series? To get to watch that? I can't wait. Do you believe? I believe. Come on, Leafs. It's time to slay another beast. Okay, Leafs lose. to the Florida Panthers. Florida's now going to play Tampa Bay. Toronto versus Boston. Just bring it, Bruins. Go Leafs, go.